This is the BBC.
This podcast is supported by advertising outside the UK.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
Hi everyone and welcome to the 10 to the Top podcast. Can you believe it's the first of the month? It's September. How did we get here so quick? I mean, 1 minute we're scrambling around, looking for things to do during the pandemic. Next thing, it's 2023, it's September. We've got Christmas gifts already stacked in supermarkets. The Quality Street, the Roses, the Terry's Chocolate Orange, they're already out at a discounted value price. Wherever you go, it's a disgrace, let's be honest. Because as soon as that's done, Easter is upon us. And then when that's done, it's back to barbecuing. I can't believe it. Why does time go so fast? But like I've said before, my granddad used to say, time and the tide wait for no man. So enjoy it whilst you can. Anyway, here's today's episode of 10 to the Top.
BBC Radio 2, 10 to the Top.
We've made it to Friday. We've got that Friday feeling. Have you got that Friday feeling, Paula?
Definitely.
Good. You like going to North Wales with your family, Abersoch. It's a beautiful part of the world.
I do, yes. I'm very lucky. We've been going back there for some years now, and we've got a group of friends that come with us, so we just have the best time. And obviously, spent a lot of time there this summer, so we're mourning September coming, if I'm honest.
Oh. But the thing with Abersoch is it's like the Riviera, but in North Wales. It's very busy, very vibrant, lots of trendies there, lots of people styling it up and glamming it up in Abersoch.
There is. I don't think I fall into that category, if I'm totally honest. I think we just kind of go and land on the beach and just enjoy the surroundings, do a bit of walking, do a bit of swimming, just people watch. Fascinating people watching.
You love your motorsport?
I do. Yeah, I've been, again, very lucky. Started off with a bit of stock car racing when I was still at high school, and then made a bit of progression towards like circuit racing and things, and eventually ended up racing against what is now my husband.
Oh, very good.
Yes, yeah.
Did you win?
Sadly not. I'm sure he'll love me quoting it. I out-qualified him just the once. But
right.
Yeah, just the once. Yeah, he doesn't like to admit it. He's a bit humble, but he is rather good at it.
Right, are you ready, Paula?
I think so.
All right, don't worry, don't fret. You'll be all right. You've got nothing to worry about. We just got to try and get into double figures. Forget the 65s that I keep banging on about. As long as you can get into double figures, you'll be all right. You'll give yourself a good chance of taking on that smart speaker.
To the Top on Radio 2.
For 1 point, the land of make-believe spent a fortnight at number 1 in January 1982 for which former British Eurovision winning group?
Would that be Box Fizz?
We are up and running. This one is for 2 points. On his 1977 debut hit, what did Elvis Costello say he was watching?
Detectives. Watching the Detectives.
Yes, done really well, Paula. See, you're a little bit nervous. You got 100% so far. You've got 3 points because you got 2 questions correct. It was Watching the Detectives. This one is worth 3 points and it's your first clip. One of the most famous TV themes of all time was a new entry on the top 10 this week in 1995. Can you name the group performing it?
It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even though you care, I'll be there for you.
God, I don't know who it is. I can see the video. I know it's Friends.
Oh, imagine being a member of the Rembrandts and your biggest hit is only known as being the theme to Friends. Unlucky, you slammed on the brakes there. You got that one wrong. It was, of course, the Rembrandts. This one is worth a point. In 1992, which hit single by the dance act Felix has the same title as a different song from 1981 by the Human League?
Don't You Want Me?
It is indeed. Well done. Good question. Good answer. Don't You Want Me is the right answer. It's got you a point. This one, if you get it right, we'll give you 2. Complete the title of this 2002 top 3 single by the band Doves. There Goes the what?
Moon. I don't know. Moon.
Paula,
Random.
it's There Goes the Fear.
Oh, right.
Do you know what? I'm going to be really cheeky. My favourite Dove
Go on.
song is a track called Pounding, and we'll play it after you've finished 10 to the top because it's proper rock and roll. In 1989, who was the featured credited vocalist on Soul to Soul's first 2 hits? Keep On Moving and Back to Life. No? Nothing there?
No.
It
I
was-
know I think it's a woman. I can see her, I think.
Yeah, it is. Karen Wheeler.
Ah,
Unlucky. This one's worth a point. Dear Prudence was Susie and the Banshees' biggest ever hit. But in which year did it reach the top 3?
83.
Well done, it was 1983. Your second clip is worth 2 points. 30 years ago this week, this singer was at number 2 with the first of his 3 top 10 singles. Who is he?
It's raining, tears from my eyes. Since you've gone, all I do is cry. Won't somebody help me?
Who's that?
Is it Betty McLean?
It is Bitty McLean. Well done, you got 2 points. This one's worth 3. The 2013 number 1 hit, Scream and Shout, was a collaboration between will.i.am and which female global mega superstar?
Madonna. I haven't got a clue.
It was Britney Spears.
No. Oh, God.
Britney Spears. Right, this is your last question, which means we're going to play a joker. It was worth 1, it's now worth 2.
Okie dokie.
Name the dance act who reached the top 10 in 1996 with an absolute classic dance anthem called Passion.
Oh, it's my era. I should know. I
You
don't
should know this. The answer is Gat de Corps. You scored 7 points, Paula.
Oh, no double figures.
No
okay.
double figures, but it's not too bad. Let me tot up.
Yeah.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 questions right, so you got 50% if you're at school doing an exam.
Well,
Never mind, you set a good bar. Let's see if it's good enough to take home the smart speaker, or can Thomas Windybank in Nottingham steal that smart speaker from you? We'll find out after this.
Do you like to think you know everything there is to know about pop music? Think again. I'm Scott Mills, self-confessed pop trivia addict, and if you're the same, you will love this podcast.
Things you didn't know about pop.
Me and my guests will tell you amazing stories you've never heard before about your favourite music legends. From Britney Spears to Black Sabbath.
Just listen.
Dolly Parton to Diana Ross. They're all here.
Things you didn't know about pop. With Scott Mills.
Listen on BBC Sounds.
Oh, I must listen to that. It sounds really good. Anyway, before we get to the second contestant, let me just remind you that if you want every episode of 10 to the Top to appear on your device automatically, all you've got to do is hit the subscribe button. Right, let's dive into our next contestant.
BBC Radio 2. 10 to the Top.
7 is a pretty decent bar that's been raised by Paula. Let's see if Thomas Windybank can beat that score. You're in Nottingham. Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Vernon.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, very good. You start your popular music and recording degree at the University of Salford. Is that this September?
Yeah, the course begins on the 18th of September, so not too long away now.
No, that's a pretty decent move, though. From Nottingham to Salford, you're going to have a right good time in Manchester.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm moving away into halls this Wednesday, so, got to do a bit of sort of last-minute packing, but I'm definitely looking forward to the move.
Yeah, you'll have a good time because Salford, just on the outskirts of Manchester, of course. Do you like football?
Yeah, I do. I'm a Nottingham Forest fan. I had a season card for the last 5 seasons, but I gave it up this year, obviously with me moving away.
Yeah, but moving to Manchester, you've got Manchester City, you've got United, you've got all those teams around Greater Manchester as well. So if you are an obsessive football fan, there's loads to go and watch live if you're taking a break from the old course that you're doing, popular music and recording degree. But also, the music scene in Manchester is epic. It's got great history. What are you planning on doing when you get there? So let's set the scene, shall we? You arrive at Halls, you dump all your stuff, you've got your Breville toaster, you've got your Lynx shower gel, you've got your new shaving kit, you've got your bed linen that you've just put on your camp bed. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Probably, I think I'm always told there's quite good record shops in the city of Manchester, definitely better than the ones in Nottingham, so maybe sort of looking around them, looking at sort of clothes shops, sort of trying to sort of embrace the culture maybe, especially with sort of the musical legacy that's in the city.
So, let's say this, you're doing popular music and you're doing a recording degree at University of Salford. You're a big fan of retro music shows like Top of the Pops and the Rock and Roll Years. How do you think you're going to do on 10 to the Top?
Usually I aim for sort of high teens, low 20s. I sort of try and play along every day, and that's sort of the sort of target I set. But obviously, hopefully, double digits is always sort of a respectable score, so I'll definitely take that today. Well,
Thomas, you've got 7 to beat. If you beat 7, then you'll get the smart speaker. If not, then the 10 to the Top coffee mug will sit beautifully for about 2 days in your new halls of residence before someone steals it or smashes it.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's the smart speaker and I can listen to BBC Sounds in the kitchen.
Oh, you see, that was an unplayed plug right there. Well done, Thomas. We like that. Keeping it on brand.
To the Top on Radio 2.
Here's your first question for 1 point. Complete the title of this 1989 debut hit by Texas. I don't want a what?
Lover.
It is Lover. You've got the first question out the way. Hopefully that'll ease your nerves if you had any. The next question for 2 points is your first clip. Daryl Hall and John Oates only had 2 UK top 10 hits, and both were in 1982. This was the second, but what's the title of this track?
You'll only come out at night, lean and hungry tired. Nothing is new, I've seen it here before. Watching and waiting, she's sitting with you, but her eyes are on the door.
Man-Eater.
Very good. Well done, Thomas. It is Man-Eater. Here's your next question for 3 points. Which British music superstar scored her third #1 single with the 2021 song Easy on Me?
Adele.
Yes, we are flying, Thomas. You've got the first 3 questions correct. It was Adele. You've got 100%, which means you've got 6 points so far. This one is worth 4. Which group took a cover version of the Isley Brothers song Harvest for the World into the top 10 in 1988?
The Christians.
Yes, good man. Doing really well here, and now I know why you got accepted on the popular music and recording degree. We've got 100% so far. This next question is worth 5 points. The 1961 song Hit the Road, Jack was the first UK top 10 single for music legend Ray who?
Charles.
Well done. 5 points, 5 out of 5. We're halfway there through the questions, and you've got the ultimate score so far. In 1994, for 6 points, which all-girl R&B group teamed up with Salt and Pepper for their top 10 song, What a Man?
On Vogue.
For 6 points, well done. Yes, it was On Vogue. This one is worth 7. Oh, you'll like this one. In what year did Manchester United Football Club score a surprise number 1 with Come On You Reds?
1993.
Ah, Thomas! You're 1 year out! It was 94! Oh, I was getting so excited. I thought we were 4 questions away from the biggie. Oh, Thomas, you were flying, brother. Oh, never mind. This one's worth a point. Oh, Thomas, you were doing really well. Really well. Which group, fronted by singer Polystyrene, had hits in 1978 with The Day the World Turned Dayglow, Identity, and Germ-Free Adolescence?
X-Ray Specs.
It was X-Ray Specs. Oh, Man United, there you go. Every time you see Old Trafford now, from your halls of residence, you're going to be cursing. Oh.
Yeah, I usually do that anyway. I saw us lose 3-0 in the League Cup there last year.
Oh, you'll go a long way in Salford, my friend. I like it. Right. Next question. It's a 2-point question. It's your final clip. Oasis scored their 9th and final number 1 this week in 2005 with the song you're about to hear. What's the title, please?
Lost my faith in the summertime, 'cause it don't stop raining. The sky all day is as black as night, but I'm not a cowboy.
The importance of being idle.
It is. Right, this is your final question. It's worth 3 points. It's now worth 6 because we have to play a joker. Right, for 6 points. What kind of train did the band Soul Asylum sing about on their 1993 top 10 hits?
Oh, guess Love Train.
It was a runaway train. You got 24 points, Thomas.
Yeah, 24 is really good.
Yeah, very good, Thomas. Thank you very much. You got 8 out of 10 questions correct. Man United tripped us up with Come On You Reds from 1994, but it doesn't matter. You're taking home the smart speaker, Thomas, and that will sit beautifully in your halls of residence up there in Salford when you start your course. And listen, I'm going to wish you all the very best with that. You're going to have an absolute blast. There is no better place to do popular music and recording than Salford University, right up there in the Great Northwest. Enjoy, Thomas. Have a cracking time.
I will do. Thank you very much, Vernon.
Paula, commiserations.
Oh, no worries. He was a class act. He was brilliant.
Yeah, he did really well, didn't he? Paula,
He did, yeah.
It doesn't matter because you're taking home the coffee mug, which is lovely.
I like coffee. That'll do me.
All right, Paula, Thomas, thank you very much for playing. We will see you next time when we play 10 to the Top on Monday. And remember, if you want to play on Monday, all you've got to do is use the WhatsApp 08000 288 291, 08000 288 291. And don't forget, you can always email 10tothetop@bbc.co.uk. That's 10 letters, not numbers. Get involved, give us your details, and I will be speaking to you, and hopefully Man United won't trip you up like they did Thomas there.
10 to the Top on Radio 2.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.